Hi, Roger. This is Wendy. I wanted to respond to your post and thank you so much. I enjoyed reading your post and thank you for sharing about the loss of your father. I too shared about, I lost my father about 2 years ago, so I chose to write about that in my post as well. Um, I really enjoyed your quote from Lewis about he sees because he loves, and speaking about God, he sees because he loves and therefore loves although he sees. So I had picked a quote that was very similar to that, right around the same part of the book, about love sees through the enchantment but is not disenchanted. And Lewis then was speaking more about the relationship between him and his wife. So I really feel like I identified most with Lewis's hope in Christ toward the end as a comfort and a support. I know you described having a progression of feelings about when you lost your father, fear, anger, and coming to peace. It puts me in mind of Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's book on death and dying that does talk about how grief is a process, and people typically move through shock, anger, sadness, acceptance as a progression. So I think with my father, I felt more of an immediate sadness. I felt like I was robbed and cheated because I had only really become very close to my father the last 15 years of his life when he accepted the Lord. So I just really felt like, I wish I could have had more time with him. But anyway, I think that really I felt that way the first year, but now this is the second year and feel I have come into peace. And, he was 77, and so not too unexpected that he passed. But I know a friend of his told me that he had said a few weeks before he died that he felt like if he didn't do anything else in life, he was satisfied. So that really gave me a sense of peace too, and was grateful for the time that I had with him. Also, I've been studying some about children and grief because I've worked with children all my life, and so want to learn more about that. So um, I did find an interesting article about, it's called Because I'm Also Part of the Family, and it's about, in 2016, Softing Dyregrove and Dyregrove. It was a study done in Norway about, how children view being a part of the process of what happens when somebody dies. And so really unanimously, this study shows that the children expressed that they wanted to be included in the rituals, being, preparations, a wake, a funeral, because the three reasons really that emerged as themes were, number one, because I'm part of the family, it made them feel included. Number two was to see for themselves, to see and understand what had happened. And then number three, to say goodbye and have a chance to do that. So also this article, more generally related, research indicates that death-related rituals are very powerful, because they provide some predictability and they help make the unreal real, alleviate grief, and repair loss. They also give death a meaningful framework and the deceased new place and identity, and then the social function of kind of resuming order through activities. So that was very enlightening for me, and thinking about how rituals can help, and made me give pause and think about maybe some of the rituals that I have done with my father too. So anyway, all very interesting information. So thank you again so much for your post, and I really appreciate it. Bless you. Bye.